football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This is a counter play. Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Herbert on 3rd down now, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Do what we do. Do what we do. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. An even 90 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Daniel Carr.
Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Running on 1st down, Eckler takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Chargers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up
play action this time for Justin Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
That's the score. Raiders 21, Chargers 7.
They'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And 8 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
45-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders save. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That is man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Carr. It's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down.
Carr now on first down. He'll let this go deep for runs. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Raiders take over first and 10. At their
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Chargers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
23 yards on the play. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. 23 yards the pickup there. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he Gets it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Badgley on for the extra point.
Chargers 21. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's good.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game I don't see why that trend would change now. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed, so maybe the offense...
He's got a man complete. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, LA. Jakeem Grant, 95 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The tackle by Derwin.
This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Casey Hayward. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Flushed out right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Herbert on 1st down now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Herbert back to the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert off of play action. Open man, it's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
To number 13.
Keenan Allen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Raiders 42, Chargers 35. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd and 4.
To throw his Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you break him the field. After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete to Graham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now to throw. Allen has it, left side. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Chargers.
Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Herbert's pass intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Today's final score, Raiders.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.